Sometimes you just can't help but to hate certain people. And you know what? Sometimes they deserve it. Because they're fucking dicks. Dicks exist everywhere. School, your workplace, college, the real world, basically everywhere. Especially in animation. So today for this list, we're going for the top 10 dicks in animation. My only rules are no villains. Because doing bad things is what they're known for. And 2, they must not be lovable characters. Even some of the biggest fans of the series must hate this character. And girls can be on the list too. Granted, they might be more like bitches, but you are what you eat. Unless you're a lesbian.
What a bunch of losers. It's so easy, it's almost not fun. Almost.
I originally wanted a section all about preppy girls, but you know what? Preppy girls can sometimes be annoying, but never really dickish. Except for fucking Heather from the Total Drama series. Yeah, and a show like this, and like, even if this was like a live action show, it was like an actual game show, yeah, you gotta do what you can to win. But reading someone's diary on national TV? What? Yeah, it's animation, but imagine if this was a real situation. You'd want to wait till they come back where they win or lose and beat the fucking shit out of them. I get it, we get it. We need money to live. Okay? We need money for food, we need money for clothing, shelter. Basically, if you don't have money, you don't get to live. Hey, you know what? You don't have enough money to pay your bill? You know, either get some more or I'm going to shoot you in the fucking face with a shotgun, because apparently this entire world revolves around money. What a great world we live in. But you know what? It's one thing wanting money to survive and to get all the basic necessities. It's another thing ruining someone's life just to get more money, just so you can say you have more and spending them all on useless shit, being most of the celebrities out there. I mean Mr. Krabs. Mr. Krabs is the owner of the area of the Krusty Krab, and even treats some of his best employees like pieces of shit, just so he can make a quick buck. You know what? He barely even looks like a crab. You remove the claws and you change his skin color, he looks nothing like a crab. If you want money, you know what? That's fine. If you want to have a lot of it and be rich, you know what? That's fine. Just be responsible with it. But don't be a fucking dick to the point where everyone just wants to call you a greedy scumbag, you dick.
Apology accepted.
I'll tell you guys something. From 5th grade all the way up to 10th grade, I was bullied a lot in school. And I became a goth in 9th grade, so it wasn't because I went in the gothic subculture, maybe because at that point in time, before 9th grade, I was an easy target and didn't know how to defend myself. Basically, I was a fucking weak piece of shit. But you know what? Bullies are something we've all had to deal with. Even some of the bullies that we know were bullied at one point. Maybe they become bullies so they don't become the bullied. Basically, it's fucking sad. But it doesn't mean you should fucking pity them. And you know what? You'll see bullies in your like college and your workplace. But in those areas, you can't just go like, this man's bullying me. They'll be like, get the fuck over it, man. It's a fucking job. Yeah, they'll probably get fired for harassment, but that's if they decide to fire them. You know what? You'll see these people on the internet too. But the only other thing is that, well, they don't have the balls to say shit to your face. You just gotta type down some random shit going,
I can't say shit.
Basically, school bullies. They're meant to be the polar opposite of another character that's most likely the main character. It's always meant to be stepped on by this one character and makes them unlikable by just about anyone who watches the TV show. The big muscular guy in high school with the stereotypical 80s jacket who calls you names like a loser and shit like that. Oh, Quagmire, you used to be a likable character, but now you're kind of a dick. Now, I'm not one of those people that just goes after Family Guy like,
ooh, the newer episodes are just trash. I like the older episodes.
You know what? There will be good and bad older episodes, and there will be good and bad newer episodes. And it's more based on personal perspective. Personally, I like the newer episodes of Family Guy. It's just the only thing they fucked up on is Quagmire. Okay, yeah, the entire series, he's a pervert. He loves sex, and he uses women for sex. That's shallow, but that was his thing. But now he just judges everyone on their life decisions, and he thinks that his way of life is pure. And you know what? If you go after his, he'll just be like, you know what? I admit it, but at least I don't do this. The episode where Quagmire hates Brian, or at least we find out Quagmire hates Brian, is one of the worst episodes I've ever seen in my life. And it kind of doesn't make sense to me because Brian just wants someone to love and marry when you're just going around fucking people just for the sake of fucking them. Back at the beginning of the old Disney cartoons, Pete used to be more of a close friend than Mickey, and he used to be the original conductor of the Steamboat Willie. That is until later on when a little thing called character development came around and it made him more of a dick. There's Mickey, Donald, Goofy, Pluto, and then here's this fucking jerk-off. He's more of your next door neighbor that just likes to taunt you and does whatever he can to make your life miserable, just for his own amusement. Now you're probably thinking, he's more like a villain. Well, not really, unless you look at the Kingdom Hearts series, but that's not really an animation as it is a video game. I live in an apartment complex, which means some people are probably pissed at me for screaming like a goddamn idiot in the camera, and they're probably like, oh, that gothic Slender Man. Oh god, I just shut the fuck up for what, trying to sleep here. It's like, what, fucking 10 o'clock. Shut the fuck up, gothic Slender Man. But they never really came to my door and said anything. Then again, they probably still think I'm a loud piece of shit. Sorry! That kind of remind me of those TV shows with a really younger character that's at least under the age of 18 and has to deal with shit from a next-door neighbor or the grouchy old men.
Hey! Yeah, you dingbat! I want a pitcher of beer, fried jalapenos, the nachos grande, and let's start with 50 wings extra hot and keep the ranch coming.
Name one of them. They tend to be very similar to one another. They just hate everything this younger character does, whether that be because they're envious of their age, or because they just don't like joy. Like, who doesn't like joy, you piece of shit?
Nope, not getting out of this chair.
The biggest example has to be the old man from the old story, The Christmas Carol, where he hates everyone, including the holiday Christmas. Like, how could you hate Christmas, man? Like, seriously? If you hate Christmas, you're a fucking dick. I mean, I'll still respect you as a human being, because that's your right and opinion, but fucking still. But at the end of the story, he became a nicer being and a nicer person and liked Christmas. Because apparently if you hate Christmas, you're a dick. And that's the truth. Why are you looking at me like that?
Marijuana's addictive properties have been found to be actually pretty mild compared to not only alcohol and tobacco, but even caffeine. So, you know, the question is this.
So
do
are
we
you
really need to
admitting
be
that it is
criminalizing
addictive?
adults?
I'm sure many of you of my older fans remember Nancy Grace, the lady that gets on news like, marijuana will kill you. It will destroy your life. When there are other more dangerous drugs, like when I lived in Washington, meth was a big problem. Here in Pennsylvania, heroin's a big problem. Yeah, no, fucking weed. Oh, but unfortunately Nancy Grace is not animated, so I can't put her on the list, so I'm going to put a character very similar to Nancy Grace on here, and that's Will Haru. What is his fucking name? Haru. In Ben 10 Ultimate Alien, Ben's secret was revealed, which led many people to look up to Ben, or many people to hate Ben, mainly because, well, let's think about it like this. One of the greatest powers in the entire universe, to turn into any alien species and get any power you want, is given to a teenager. Don't you think that's a little off? I mean, let's think about it like this. Oh, you don't want to go on a prom with me? Oh, that's okay. Just imagine he grabs the girl by her hands and legs and takes a bite out of her Blood Sea style, and just continues eating her, eats the one half and throws the other one into a window. Where was I again? You make up the biggest bullshit all because of one little incident. Hey, you know what? A fight between one hero and one villain is definitely going to cause some incidents and maybe some casualties. That's something you should expect. But he uses that to his advantage to make everyone think that Ben's some kind of monstrosity. Even though he's been doing what he was doing, well, at that point in the series, for 6 years. Since he was 10. Once again, that brings up a little situation with the whole mental breakdown thing that I brought up with the whole prom thing. But with the 10-year-old's perspective. Yeah. Ow! Fucking arm. Sibling rivalry. It's a big thing that we all know about. Like your older or younger brother or sister. Sometimes you can be a little mean to them. Sometimes you guys bicker. But you know what? You guys still love each other. Unless you're Eddie's brother. Eddie's brother gets his way with fucking anything. I mean, originally I wanted Kevin on the list. But, you know, he turned out to be not really a bad person. I mean, let's think about it like this. The Eds get them to where they really are because of Eddie's scams. I mean, and Double D and Ed kind of just get pulled into the backlash that Eddie's schemes get them into. I mean, granted, they could just be all like,
You know what, fucking Eddie, fuck this shit, I'm done. You know what? Fuck you and your scams. Now deal with shit, look.
But you know what they choose to stay? Because they're good friends. But Eddie's brother literally physically abuses Eddie for his own personal amusement and made Eddie the person he is, the scam artist that Eddie wanted to be. You know what? Even if he is number 3 in the list, he still got what he deserves. And that's all that matters. Many people see this as one of the worst episodes of Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends. No. One of the worst episodes of any TV show that Craig McCracken and Laura Falls have been the producers of. No. One of the worst episodes of a TV show that's been on Cartoon Network. And that's the episode where Bendy came into the picture. Even Laura Falls, from what I heard, regrets making this episode. And you know what? I can kind of see why. Bendy's just a son of a bitch that just likes to vandalize, break shit, and blame on everyone else. But my biggest question is, whenever something happens, it's always with Bendy and some other person, and that person is completely different nearly every other time. Don't you think that they, kind of understand that maybe, he actually caused it and he's lying, he's making fake tears? I mean, I'm just saying. Maybe that wasn't the point of the episode. That's a big plot hole, though. And the biggest stick in animation is, you know what, now I'm going to build this up. It's fucking Gray Fullbuster from Fairy Tail. My favorite anime that's ever existed. Fairy Tail. Now, don't get me wrong, I don't hate Gray Fullbuster. I think he's a good character. He has a great backstory, character design, character development, and I love his ability of Ice Maker Match. But you know what? There's one thing that drives me crazy about Gray, and it makes him the top fucking dick of this entire list, and that's with Juvia. Juvia is my favorite character in the anime series. She's adorable. She's the girl I've kind of always wanted in my fantasies, sort of. She has a great power while controlling water does kind of seem generic. They use it in a unique way, but Juvia has a thing for Gray, and Gray neglects to ever tell Juvia how he feels. Yes, it's a running joke, but you can't toy with that stuff. You can't just be pushing someone away and then later on be like, hey, you want to go into an endless journey with me? No, you can't fucking do that shit. You gotta tell them how you feel. And they talked about this to Gray in the Grand Magic Games arc, if you know what I'm talking about, with Urza. Fucking say something. You can't keep leading someone on. Even if you do or don't like them, tell them how you feel. I mean, seriously. This is just fucking... And you know what? Spoiler alert, in one of the most recent chapters of the manga, a year after Fairy Tail disbanded, it's found out that Gray and Juvia were living together, training for half a year until Gray left her and bumfuck Egypt, making her go into the same state she was in Phantom Lord, where rain just surrounds her. You cannot. No, I don't care if he was being controlled by demon shit. You do not do that shit, okay? Okay? Now, you know what? I just have to calm down. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to like, maybe favorite, and subscribe if you'd like to see some more. Put your ideas of comments down below. And we all see fish in the ceiling. At least once. And you get the fuck out of here! Oh, hey. How you doing? You are just adorable. You know what? That guy, it was nothing. It was nothing. What do you say we go to a place a little more private?